Okay, we're back. We are going home now. Okay, before I left home, I tried to straightening out my hair, especially my bangs, because the curl is quite strong, and the curls are strong, and I didn't like it very much. So I tried to straighten out, make it straight, okay. But I couldn't it very much, and now how do I look? Okay, anyway, let's go home now. Oh, it's getting darker and darker day by day. All right. I adjusted the brightness of the iPhone setting. Oh my goodness. iPhone setting. And I hope it'll work. It works. I'm not good at using cameras very effectively. I'm not a tech savvy. I've bought some cameras in my life, quite expensive ones, but they have been on the shelf all the time. I've almost never used them. What a waste. And so on my way back, I'm going to talk about some online English lessons I'm thinking of. And in fact, I contacted one of the English schools in Nagoya, pretty close to my house. Okay, I happened to find the school for the first time about 2 months ago or so, when I was just driving and I was passing in front of the school, and I noticed it, and that was totally new to me, and I got interested in the school because it looks like a very cozy coffee shop or something. It looked like a very cozy place, comfortable place with a red roof. Okay, and I didn't know that there was an English school there. And why did I understand that it was an English school? Because the sign said so, okay? And it reminded me of something that I was thinking of a long time ago, vaguely. And I talked about it in my previous videos where I was talking about it in my bathtub while taking a bath, which is kind of a very embarrassing video though, okay. And yeah, I used to be a student who couldn't go to school, so at one time, some point in my life, I thought that I might teach English to those students who can't go to school, because if they can learn English, and by learning English, if they can be a good English speaker, then it open up their doors, and it will be they will have a horizon. I don't know how to use this word, horizon. Okay, their future, I thought that was going to be brighter, much brighter, if they knew English, and if they were good English speakers. And they can be good English speakers, I'm sure, because I myself started English when I was 28, when I was still a homemaker with 2 kids, okay. And my 3rd daughter was on the way. I was pregnant, and I started, after I got miscarriage once. I got a miscarriage once, and in my bed, Okay, after the miscarriage, I was in my bed and I watched this program. It's a very interesting program. It was a program where an American guy named Gary, who was an English teacher, teaches English to students in Japanese junior high school, okay? And that was my almost first time to see English classes with native English teacher, okay? Because in those days, when I was a student, we didn't have such teachers at school. So it was totally unusual for me to talk to non-Japanese people in English. Okay, so that was interesting to me. That's why the program, okay. And yeah, I myself studied English from scratch as an adult all over again. So that is why I'm sure that if they work hard, they can be great English speakers in no time, because they are young, they have more flexible brain, right? They can learn English or whatever languages in a shorter amount of time than adults would, okay? So once I thought that I might be able to teach English to those kids, because I've been there, right? I myself couldn't go to school just because I'm very sensitive, and I have some attachment issues, and all I think about in a group is whether or not I should be in a group. I am being accepted by other people, or what other people are thinking of me, or something like that. Okay, I was always nervous. I was always worried. Okay, but as a matter of fact, I don't think I'm cut out for. Is it okay? Cut out for such a job, because I'm too sensitive still. If I'm okay enough to control my emotions, my mood or something, then I might, or I could. But if I can't cope with my own issues, okay, attachment issues, then I can't deal with other people, especially kids or adolescent, okay, young people, because they are in a very difficult phase, right? I don't think I'm cut out for such a job myself. Okay, where was I actually? Yeah, I was trying to talk about online lessons, right? Okay, yes, I contacted them a few days ago. I finally made up my mind to take a trial lesson there, one of the schools. And I emailed them, and that was actually totally one of the things that I never thought would happen very soon. But probably yesterday, I sent them telling them that I would love to take a trial lesson. And it's not free, actually. It's not free. Probably 60-minute trial lesson would cost somewhere around 3,000 yen, and it's okay. It's reasonable enough, because I just want to take a look at how they do lessons, right? It's very important for me to know that beforehand. So why not? I pay. Okay, anyway. And they asked me, oh my goodness. They asked me, I'm sorry, the barking. I'm sorry about the barking. They asked me what kind of English experiences I have, because when I applied for when I contacted them for the first time, I had to write some information in their inquiry box or something, inquiry form, question form, and then I had to write some experiences about my English. And for example, do you have any certification for English test or something? And how many years have you studied English or something? And they told me that there was no class available for my level, okay, or not level, didn't mention that. They told me that at the moment, they didn't have any class available for me, okay. So I still don't know what it means, because whether or not they didn't have any appropriate level of classes that I can put myself in, or they can put myself in, or there are some classes actually which are for my level, but they are full. I don't know which, okay, I didn't ask them, but they offered me to take a private lesson instead. And until yesterday, I didn't make up my mind, because at first I never thought that I would take a private lesson at this point. But gradually over time, for the last week or so, I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking a lot about taking group lessons somewhere. I mean, in terms of my Spanish lessons, okay, I never thought that I would take any English lessons, okay, because I thought that it would be a waste of money somehow. I thought that I should do it all by myself. I thought that I wouldn't have to learn English from someone else. All I should do, I thought, was to keep listening to English, to speaking English, but at the same time, while I'm speaking like this, I really need someone to check my English, like when I get stuck or when I can't find any better words to use. Because when my daughter, who is living with me, was smaller, like in elementary school, so she taught me a lot, right, about a lot of things, right? But she was not good at explaining things still, because she was small. And then I was listening to her speaking, and then I paraphrased some of her sentences, right? And it's a good practice for her, I guess. And everybody has been there, right? Everybody, everybody talks about something to their parents or someone, and then they fixed or they use some other ways of saying the same thing or something, and they can learn from them, right? And it's very effective, and it's very important when it comes to improving your language skills, I guess. So I really need someone to talk with anyway. And if the person's English is better than mine, then it would be better. And if the other person's English is not as good as mine, for example, then it would be also very helpful for me because I can help that person, right? This way, also, I can improve my speaking skills because this is what I was told by one of the staff at an English school I attended a long time ago, like 20 years ago. She was also a very good English speaker herself, and she's Japanese, okay? And she told me that her English improved so much when she was helping her roommate who was Korean, and because the persons from Korean, her English was not very good yet at first, and then she was the one, okay, the staff, okay, she was the one who had to help her with her English, and then while helping her with her English also improved so much. And I understand that very much because when you improve your knowledge, or if you want to use your skills or something, you'd better teach someone, okay? And then you can enforce, or I don't know, you can make your knowledge stronger by teaching, and so it should happen to your language skills also. So anyway, at this point, I really need people, okay? Yeah, AI could be helpful, but at the same time, or even more than that, I really need people to help me with my English, okay? And until just recently, I was just trying to avoid this because I was just afraid of this. But somehow now I feel like doing it. I feel like starting it myself. And this is a big change, I think, I'm sure, because I don't think it's very useful for anyone to force yourself to do whatever. I think that if you want to do it, you should be the one who is the most excited about doing it, right? And in this case, I'm the one who really want to do this now. And yeah, a week ago, I met my counselor for the first time, and he gave me a good piece of advice, a few of the good, I don't know how to say this, good advice, right? And what he suggested was me taking part in any group activities, okay, because I have to be surrounded by people to cope with my communication, to improve my communication skills, or yeah, in order to learn that I don't have to work hard to be friends with other people. Okay, I can't explain it now because my house is just around the corner. But okay, anyway, but now, on the contrary, is it okay? On the contrary, what I'm trying to do is to have my private lessons, right? Rather than my group lesson. And so it's quite surprising because I didn't expect this at all. But as they say, life is full of surprises or something, right? Yeah, it's one of the surprises because I'm the one who is surprised at my decision myself. And I think this is a good change, I guess. Okay, my house is just around the corner. After turning to left at this corner, then it's 30 minutes away. I don't know, 30 meters away. Okay, anyway, okay, that's about it for today. And I'm gonna tell you what happened to my English trial lesson. Okay, I still haven't gotten their answer yet, but I told them that my English level, how long I have been studying English, but I try to make it short as possible, because I tend to talk about myself too much. And my counselor told me that it's not a very good thing for me to do. Okay, I always try hard to make myself understood, but other people are not very interested in someone else, right? Okay, I try to make it short, but I tell them I gave them some necessary information for them to decide what kind of class lessons they put me in. Okay, and I also asked them if it would be okay for me to record a lesson, not videotape, okay, for me to review afterwards, because this is very important to give myself a feedback, right? Not only getting feedback from the teacher, okay, I really want to listen to the lesson not subjectively, objectively later on, right? It's very helpful. And another thing, and I also added my the URL, my YouTube channel address, so that they can see me speaking like this, okay? And because, as they say, seeing is believing, right? Is it okay for me to use this in this context? And I still haven't got their reply yet, but because they are closed today, on Sundays, maybe tomorrow. And my first trial lesson, okay, my first or no second, there's no second. So my trial lesson will be done next week. After next week, 7th, I guess. Okay, and but I don't think I have to go to the school. I just will go there to check what kind of lesson they have, right? It's very important. And I also probably apply for some online English lessons. Okay, and yeah, I really need someone to talk with now. I really want someone to give me some feedback on my English. It's high time, okay, for me to move on. Okay, that's why. Okay, I'll be back probably tomorrow, because I think that practicing English every day is very important if you really want to improve your speaking skills. If you have nothing to talk about, then you can talk about having nothing, okay, to talk about. Okay, so I really hope that you are gonna have a very enthusiastic, enjoyable new week very soon, wherever you are. Okay, peace out.